All right, there we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are watching from. Happy Friday. It's time for you guys' weekly wrap up. It's going to take a minute here, get some people on here. So if you're seeing it, jump on, say hello. Hope everybody has had a fantastic week thus far. Yeah, and hopefully this doesn't get censored or blocked or whatever just because of some of the things I want to talk about today. And judging by what I said in the titles and stuff, it probably will. But like I said, if you guys are on, jump on, say hello. And we're going to get started here in just a minute, so just bear with me here. All right, let's see here. It says we're live there. That looks good. All right. All right, so, hey, Friday, happy Friday. Like I said, hope everybody's had a good week so far. Very windy here, so if you hear some background noise, I'm back in the home office, the messy office. First, I got to give a shout out and a big thank you to the NRA's outdoor or Great American Outdoor show that they put on. We spent 4 days up there last week going to the Expo. Met a lot of great companies and a lot of nonprofits that are up there. One that I'm going to give a shout to right now, Wes over at, see if you guys can see that there, Band of Heroes Outdoors. I started this organization because a close friend of his had taken his life, and now they take veterans out hunting in the central Pennsylvania area, and they're actually going to be expanding that on a much larger scale. So that's pretty cool. So Band of Heroes Outdoors, Wes, if you see this, love my hat, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Also, while we're getting on to it, I'm just going to start off with this. Hey, it's the month of February, and we had created we put a team together for the Gallant Fuse Patriot Challenge. And this is actually the shirt that they give you that comes in. If I can make that right. Patriot Challenge. And we're trying to raise money for our nation's veterans and our heroes. So Gallant Few, it's a great organization. It's no stranger to Heroes Media Group. You've heard me talk about this organization all throughout the years. But I'm going to put a link up here to our team page. And if you're interested in joining, there's still time to join. There's a couple days. Or if anything, if you could just make a small donation, every little bit helps. Excuse me. So, great organization for a great cause. So check that out when you get a chance, please. So let's see here. We did Great American Outdoor Show, Gallant Few. Give a shout out to Band of Heroes Outdoors. Mark Peterson, what's up, brother? Patriot Pride, how are ya? I'm going to be talking about them here in a minute. Mark Peterson, they have the People's Patriot Project, another great organization up there in Minnesota. And they actually do stuff all over the country. You guys thought I was kind of hard to keep track of, like Mark and Andrea and the team up there at People's Patriot Project. They're all over the place. So check them out. I'll post that here in a second. All right, let's get the show started. I started off asking a question: was the media wrong about Russia? And I'm not going to get in political. This was more of a kind of a. I thought it was funny, not like necessarily funny, haha, because everything that's going on with Russia and the Ukraine right now, but the mainstream media has set up so much it's so much propaganda, and all week they're like, by Wednesday there's going to be attack on the Ukraine and blah 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 blah. Here we are Friday, and thank God there hasn't had anything happened. Hope nothing happens, but it doesn't look like that might not be the case. We'll see. Uh, it just goes to show that this whole big propaganda machine, and we're sitting on one of the companies right now, this here platform. It's crazy what's going on. Protect your minds, gather the information, look for other sources, and kind of come up with your own conclusion on stuff. Travis, I did get that, and I'm actually going to be making an announcement here near the bottom of the show. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Folks, Travis is on here. He said he sent me the stuff. What he sent me was his show information. He runs a podcast called Oscar Mike, which will be up. His show page will be up this weekend because we're going to be working on that diligently today to get that up. And we got some other shows that join the network and whatnot. But Travis, we're super stoked, brother, to have you on. What else? The USA and Canada border. So you got Russia, Ukraine. I'm going to kind of leave that at that because the media was wrong, and I just think the media being wrong is kind of funny because it's a bunch of crap in my opinion. USA and Canada border. You see a little bit about it. You don't see a lot about it. We have some boots on the ground up there right now in Ottawa. Things that are going on. I mentioned it last week. We had the Freedom Riders, people on horses that were kind of running, going up to the front of the lines up there. But it sparked something that I started looking into a little bit more, and what I found was there was a trucker convoy or something similar down in Australia that was happening. There's one in the United States that's getting ready to kick off. I believe they're going from like California to DC, and you can't help but to wonder what's is this finally it? Has people kind of banded together and is just sick of the geopolitical BS that's going on, and now we're finally doing something about it? And a lot of people look at this in kind of a negative light, and I like to try to spin more of the positive on it. I think we the people here in the United States, but not over here, but all over the world, we're sick of the global political politician BS. We're tired of these mainstream media companies spewing the propaganda in a negative light. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it right now. There are so many more positive things in life that are going on we are not hearing about or seeing. And quite frankly, I think these convoys and the people standing up for themselves in a very peaceful manner, mind you, and if they do it peacefully, I think that's a positive thing. Again, my opinion, but I think we need to start doing this, and we got to regulate. We voted these people here in the United States. We vote them into office, right? So they need to be held accountable for it as well. Not get on a power trip and not think now that I'm in office I can do this, I can do that. It doesn't work that way, Scooter. So I think these politicians, not only here but across the world, need to recognize, hey, the people put you there, and in most countries, not all countries are like that, but in most countries. And it's nice to see people standing up for their rights. And they're doing it in a peaceful manner. I think what's happening now in Canada is really disgusting. It's borderline dictatorship, and that's, again, my opinion. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it has to be brought up in a light to where I think what's going on is positive. I think people are doing it peacefully, like I said, and I'm getting information right from people who are there at the front lines, and they're seeing that nobody's doing anything illegal. They're not and now the government's changing the rules to make it illegal. So anyway, look that stuff up. Travis, what do you got here? Before. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely heart that one, because people are going to act out eventually, and you start taking stuff away from us, and it's going against written rules or laws. Then, it's crazy that it's gotten this far over certain things. So I'm glad to see that people are doing that. Let's see. I recap the Great American already. Looking forward to next year already. Listen, if you're an outdoorsman or gal and you hunt and fish, you need to come to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania next year for the NRA's Great American Outdoor Show. It is absolutely fantastic. And leave your credit cards at home, because it's very easy to book several guide services and whatnot. Not saying that I did that. I was a good boy this year. I did not do that, but you learn a lot, and you just, it was great to see. They had record numbers this year at the show. Record numbers. I think I saw a number of like 190,000 on one day. It was like a Saturday, one of the Saturdays. I think it was opening weekend. Crazy. It was super, super busy, and it was nice to see people getting out, mingling together, and everybody was having a good time, so it was great. JD, good morning to you. Tanya, good morning. Thank you. Gabe, good morning, brother. How are you? Appreciate you guys coming on this morning. Thank you very much. So, listen, Russia, Canada, the convoys, again, not just in Canada, but it's happening in the U.S., it's happening in Australia, it's happening in other parts of the world. You can find this stuff. People are sick and tired of the BS, and again, I say this isn't a political statement, although it sounds like it. I'm saying this because it's great to see people standing up for the right, and people are tired of saying they can't do this or they can't do that. So it's nice to see that. Oh, hey, Jay, yes, don't forget to donate. JD, yes, I brought that up a little bit earlier, and I will post the link here below, but HMG did we're raising funds for Gallant Fuse Patriot Challenge for the entire month of February. And we've met one of our goals already, so thank you to all of you who have already donated. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you. And we're donating to raise money for our nation's veterans, for Gallant Few, and they're an incredible organization. I'll be tagging them here after the show on this. Yeah, time to reset. Yeah, I hear you there. Hear you there, Gabe. All right, we got a lot of shows to cover and some really cool episodes this week, so let's get started and find out what you guys missed on the shows this week. And let me blow this up here a little bit more. What do we have here? First off, we got Not Your Average Operator. This week, title is The Unfair Advantage, and they have number 67 of the Pittsburgh Steelers, B.J. Finney. So the team welcomes this week NFL lineman B.J. Finney from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He talks about what he routinely calls an unfair advantage, being handed the worst of circumstances at a young age. His dad died at a very young age, and then for the next several years, he had family members dying left and right, and people that he was close to. But he overcame all of it. He overcame all of it with, he was trying to find, with the death, he also went to college to play, trying to find a way to pay for college. He had some medical issues and trying to take care of his family, and then he involved into this amazing, successful 7-year tenure with the NFL, and absolutely awesome story. This was fun to listen to. I want to say this: BJ Explains Life can be viewed in a couple different ways. life is like a game of poker in which you dealt a random hand, and you can either focus on the less than desired cards that we received, or have a positive input and build upon the hand to win at life. That's such a great analogy. I like that. The other way is to think of life as a road with multiple forks in the road. On a daily basis, we find ourselves coming to the decision point on not just one instance, but multiple. And it's up to us to choose not just the easiest path, more importantly, the right path to take, and where we want to go and where we want to be. So I think this was an absolutely awesome episode. And it was really cool to listen to. So that's this week's Not Your Average Operator. Check it out. Tina, good morning, dear. How are you? Hey, JD, I really appreciate your support this month, brother. Thank you for your donations and whatnot. Next up, we got the Arms Room. This week, they were talking about discussing acclimating to weather and preparing for the warmer months. You know, spring is a couple weeks away, maybe, and then summer's right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it. So if you are looking to learn how to shoot, you have a firearm and you want to get better, you should be listening to the Arms Room show. These guys are absolutely amazing. So check it out. Let's see here. Next up. All right, this one, I'm going to give you a teaser right now, but I'll be posting this show a little bit later today. This one, this week on the Decision Hour, I titled this one A Recipe for Success. And after many, many years of us trying to get on each other's calendar, I have my dear friend Charlinda Scales on with me. And I absolutely love this gal. We've been friends for several years, 5-6 years now. And she's absolutely amazing, and she's got such an incredible story. I'm not going to tell you much of it right now, other than find out how this country girl from Tennessee took a family recipe from 1956, turned it into a business. She's a mother, she's a veteran, and she's a serial entrepreneur, and she's an all-around badass, and I absolutely love her to death. And this was a great episode, so stay tuned for that, because that's coming out later today. That's going to be the Decision Hour. Next up, we have the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal, Shay Sparks. Shay is going vintage on us. We're switching it up a little bit here. Seasons change, and so do people. After starting something, it's always nice to look back to see how far you have come, and that's what she's done today. She just launched this episode this morning. The revisiting the vintage series of this podcast, Power of Investing in People, from way back in 2019. Today's episode is with special guest Scott Perry. Scott shares his journey to becoming an entrepreneur and how we can give more to others than to ourselves. You'll have to stay tuned for future episodes for when they sit down with Scott again and give you an update on where he is now and hear how much he has changed. So, really cool episode. She's going to be this vintage series is going to be coming out, I believe, every Friday, and then she'll have another episode that comes out at the beginning of the week, a more updated one. So she's got 2 episodes a week for the Power of Investing in People podcast. She's very busy. She's awesome at her show. So make sure you check it out. Sounds like a good video. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. I got her stuff on here too. She's got some videos up. I'm assuming you're referring to Charlinda. Okay, this one here, this next one, I'm going to do a twofer. I'm going to do a twofer. So I'm sitting down the other night, just kind of chilling, minding my own business, and I get a text message from Scott Ferguson over at the Time to Shine Today podcast, and he is Scott likes to say I always have that resting bitch face, and I own it. That's fine. I love this guy to death. Time to Shine Today. And with him in the background was our gal Deanna from Label Free Podcast and her fiance. So the two of them are tearing up Florida right now. But it was great to see the two of them. They both had new episodes coming out here soon. So check that out. You can check out their previous episodes, Time to Shine Today, and also Label Free Podcast. Go look at both of those shows. Scott and Deanna are just two great people, and we're honored to have them on the network with us. All right, next up, we got the MSEC podcast from our friends over at Military Child Education Coalition. This week is all about trust and teamwork. And this week, the value of a trusted relationship between parents and teachers. Teachers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Parents, you got to also come to the table with it when it comes to their teachers. Hopefully, you guys don't have to deal with bad teachers or anything like that. And teachers, hopefully, you don't have to deal with bad parents. I've been on both sides, quite frankly. So this was a really cool episode. But those of you that are, if you're a veteran or if you're active duty, National Guard, or Reserve currently in any branch, check out the MSEC podcast, and then also follow Military Child Education Coalition. They have a ton of resources if you have younger children still at home. Tony Aberscott. Oh, man. Love you, T. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Next up, we got Drop and Give Me 20. Just put out their newest episode this week. And this week, guest Tiffany Hayward, better known as Mrs. T. She's a brand builder, social media creator, and a blogger extraordinaire. Tiffany is the creator of the Mrs. T and a brand consultant for entrepreneurs and small business owners. You can learn more about this multifaceted influencer as she imparts her wisdom in making the most out of someone's uniqueness and their abilities. So check that out. That is this week's Drop and Give Me 20. Let me see here. The S3. I didn't. JD, if you're still on, what are you talking about this week? Are you doing a show this week? I think NASCAR's right now that football's over with. NASCAR's right around the corner. And listen, we got college basketball coming up here. March Madness is about to happen here pretty soon. So stay tuned as we'll probably get more into that. In the meantime, next up, the Ubaldi Reports. Check them out. They do their live feed on their Facebook page a couple times a week. You want to talk about politics and whatnot, these guys get at it from both sides of the parties, and it's fun to listen to, quite frankly. I like it a lot, and I think you would too, so make sure you check it out. That's the Ubaldi Reports. Next up, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. They get together, kind of a round table. They have a lot of veteran musicians that come on and talk music and a lot of other stuff that goes on. So we're going to be catching up on some of their episodes and whatnot. They do a great show, so make sure you check it out. Oh, JD chimed in here. Let's see here. Daytona 500 season preview and picks. I'll donate an additional $5 for every caution flag on Sunday. Wow. All right. JD is living it up. JD's really been a big proponent in helping us raise money for Gallant Few this year. So, JD, again, thank you. Next up, Veterans Unite. It's got some new shows coming in, so make sure you check that out. Also, we have some new shows coming to the network here very, very soon. I kind of gave you a teaser earlier in the show with Travis. Oscar Mike podcast. Oscar Mike is a great podcast, and we're looking forward. That will be on probably tomorrow. We'll probably launch that one completely tomorrow. So we're excited about that. I've been giving you a teaser for the last couple of weeks about it, and it's here. It's almost ready to go, and we're going to be launching it this weekend, so I'm stoked. Let's see here. This potentially next week, we have a new show. It's called License for Love. and it's coming out. And I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be an amazing show, an amazing, amazing show. License for Love with Lauren Harris and Cowboy Jacks. I'm excited about this one. It's gonna be a good show. Look, it's panning out to going to be a good show. It should launch potentially next week. We're gonna see, but we'll keep you posted on that. So let's see here. Oh, Oscar Mike Radio. I'm sorry. I think I said podcast. That's my bad, Travis. Oscar Mike Radio, and he tagged it in here. But check it out because that's going to be up this weekend. Let me see here. JD. Chris, good morning, brother. How are you? Let me see here. I'll donate $50 if Kyle Busch wins and $200 if Corey. Hey, JD, you keep putting it on. I love it. Looks fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Absolutely love you guys. Yeah, so Oscar Mike Radio and License for Love, those two newest shows that are going to be coming on. Got to pay some bills real quick. Let me give you something with the sponsors real quick. Simper Savage, veteran-owned. You got to check it out. Best salad dressing and marinades on the planet. Go check it out. Simper Savage. HMG Beverage. So that's our sister company. You can tell here in the background we got a bourbon and a gin, and we're working on getting those out to the public in more areas. Right now we're in Missouri, Tennessee, and we got a couple others that are in the works. So make sure you check that out. Go to hmgbeverage.com and pay close attention to where you're going to be able to find our spirit line. But we also have a coffee line. We've had that, and we've revamped the coffee completely. A couple weeks ago, we found out we were moving roasters, and we're getting all that stuff set up. We're also going to have a new look. So I'm going to be relaunching our coffee line by blends over the next several months. So the first blend that we're coming back out with a new look, new bag, new look, is our flagship blend, which is the Heroes United. We created that one 6 years ago. That's been our most popular blend that we've had thus far because we probably pushed that the most. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be coming out March 1st. Actually, I lied. I'm going to be posting the image of what the new label looks like Monday, whatever Monday is. I think we're still in September and Monday. Either way, Monday, check it out. We're going to have that up. So hmgbeverage.com, go check it out. We don't have any social media. I lied. We're on Instagram. So go if you're on the old IG, go over to HMG Beverage and give us a follow. It's tax season. Make sure you get your taxes done and you do them right. And if you need to do them right, go see our buddy Anthony over at My Tax Fella. His entire team over there are truly amazing. So go to My Tax Fella for all your bookkeeping needs, all your tax needs. If you got questions, those are the people that we turn to. Those are the people that we trust. Check it out. Also, shout out to Short Mountain Distillery. They had a Valentine's Day special that they did, and they ran it with our gin, and they made some wrong finger. There we go. Special drinks with HMG gin over there. So if you're in the middle Tennessee area, and you're not doing anything this weekend, call down to Short Mountain, get a reservation. They got some great food down there, and even better drinks. So go check that out. Give you something to do this weekend. Again, folks, keep your mind clear. Don't buy into the propaganda crap. Again, special thanks to NRA and the Great American Outdoor Expo for having us last week out there. Make sure you check out Heroes Media Group team page for the Gallant Few Patriot Challenge that we're doing. And a huge thank you to all the shows on the network and the new ones that are coming on. We are super stoked. That's it. That's all I got for you guys this week. If you guys got questions, comments, cries of outrage, hey, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a DM, leave me a comment, send me an email. You can email Heroes Media Group at info@heroesmediagroup, all spelled out, .com. And that's it. That's all I got, folks. God bless you guys. God bless America. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all next week.